Tonight we're having an event, chili supper, but the primary function tonight is to honor Isiah Robinson, who's the local field representative for Congressman Scott Desjarlais. So that's going to be the focus tonight. We're going to have people speaking about him, and then he'll make a few remarks.
Isiah Robinson has an office in the federal building, which is the post office in Winchester, and he is there Monday through Friday representing our congressman and your congressman, Scott Desjarlais.
Isiah he works with the veterans, does a lot in the county for the veterans. I've just spoken with our veteran office here, and they were just very complimentary of what Isiah brings to the table.
The importance of this is there are 17 counties that Scott Desjarlais represents. He has 4 offices, and Franklin County is one of those offices. So the first time in the history of Franklin County that a congressional office has been put here.
If you ever meet him, you will be very impressed. But if you make a phone call to that office, Isiah will return that phone call. He will get to work on your issue. If he can't help you, he'll let you know. He will never leave you hanging.
Well, it certainly is an honor to be here. I heard about this event about 2 months ago and really didn't know what to expect. But I know when Joanne Davis and Iris Rudder and the Franklin GOP are behind events, I know they do their best and they're great. So we're here to have a good meal, and I've been told I'm going to be recognized today, and I look forward to that. I really don't know what to expect, but I really appreciate the people of Franklin County for showing up, and I love serving them, and I'm proud to serve them. So I appreciate that, and looking forward to a good night, a good evening, and celebrating the whole Team Desjarlais being recognized by the Franklin County GOP.
Isiah came to intern for us 5 years ago in that neighborhood, and we have a lot of interns come through the office, and frankly we get some really good, really bright kids. You rarely get interns that aren't good, but every once in a while one really shines, and we knew early on that we had a good one. And you start to think, we knew he wanted to go to law school, and being a doctor I'd rather see him do something else. But even Richard and I were talking, others talking, so we got to figure out a way to keep Isiah. And so I feel kind of guilty because I want him to go to law school. We've talked about this, he and I, and I'm sure that he'll get to that in due time. But we're sure glad that he hasn't to this point, and we're really proud to have him. There's never or rarely a great kid without great parents, and Mary and Paul are here tonight, and I've gotten to know them over the years, and thank you so much for sharing your son with us. We're so grateful, and we know what he thinks of you. I've driven around the district with Isiah, car rides, and he says things that make you blush, and he's very proud of you. And Gail, also Isiah's godparent, is here, godmother is here tonight, and so welcome, and we're very grateful that you can all share in this with us. And I had some legislative update things, but that's not what tonight is about. We can do that another time. I think tonight we're all here, and I wish I asked Isiah, how do you get this big a crowd? Because I go around the district, I want to know how I get this big a crowd. That's not true. In Franklin County, you get it. It's just like my second home. I've said it before. And Franklin County has a great Republican Party. It's had great leadership since I've been in office. We've had Mike Hart and Iris Rudder and Bill Green, now Brian, and Joanne, I think, is always kind of the de facto chairman, or at least she's always seems to be steering things. And anytime there's an event in Franklin County, if Joanne's involved, you're going to have a turnout like this. But for Isiah, it's no surprise that people came far and wide to come here, because he has done so much for so many. And I could say this frankly about a lot of our staff, but Isiah really shines when it comes to casework and constituent services. I know that that's his passion, because you can see the results of your work. You see somebody come in, and frankly, it's much like being a physician, much more rewarding to me than being a member of Congress, because you face-to-face got to work with somebody and talk to them and communicate and get to know them and see the fruits of your labor. And I know that's what he enjoys the most, and he's so good at it. And we're so proud to have him here. And I know Franklin County, obviously, because the turnout here tonight is proud to have him here too.
Just to let you know a little bit about myself, I grew up in South Pittsburgh. Very similar to Winchester. So similar, I tell people it's the other side of Winchester. It's so similar, small town, tight-knit community. Everyone knows each other. You can't get away with anything, because if you did anything wrong at school, by the time you get off the bus, your parents know about it. So it's very similar to how Winchester is, and I love the small town, and that's what kind of led me here. I graduated from South Pittsburgh High School. I'd say about 50 people in my class. And after graduating from high school, I went to the University of the South in Franklin County. Studied there for 4 years in political science, majored in political science and minored in psychology. So after about 4 years of learning and hearing about politics, I thought it'd be a good idea to get some real world experience in politics. So I applied for an internship with the Congressman and worked in DC for 2 months. You know, I tell people it's a good place to visit. It's not for me. You know, being from the South, that was my first time being in DC. I'm so used to holding the doors for people and saying hello. And if you don't do that down here, people will point to their friends or their family and say, something's wrong with that guy if he's not holding the door or saying hello to you. But it's the opposite when you go to DC, and I didn't know that. So I was saying hello to people, holding the door for them, and I see them tap their friends and say, something's wrong with that guy. And so as soon as I could get back to Tennessee, I definitely took advantage of that. But my last day in DC, as luck would have it, the Congressman offered me a position, a full-time position in Winchester. I've been here ever since. Enjoy the people, I really do. It definitely warms my heart that people trust me, trust our office to help. So that means more to me than words can explain. I'm definitely appreciative of that, and I don't take that lightly. When we're talking about VA issues and Social Security disability issues, very sensitive information, we definitely want to do all we can to help and try to, I know Brian said I'm more of a breath of fresh air, but we want to wipe away that stench that some of the federal government employees have, that reputation. We want to make sure we try to advocate for people and do the best for them, and again, listen very much. And I want to be here as long as possible. I enjoy this area, enjoy you all supporting our team. I really feel like this is a team recognition, starting with our boss and all the way down from our caseworkers across the district. And so it's not just for me, not just Isiah Robinson Day, but I think it's Team Desjarlais Day and Team Robinson Day as well. And so I'm glad that my family and my coworkers are here to share this honor with me. And again, it really warms my heart that you all were here to help celebrate that with me. And again, appreciate your time. I'm looking at my pink cupcake, so I'm about to sit down, but and enjoy that pink cupcake. But again, appreciate you all coming out. And they told me if I don't eat all the food here, or if you all don't take stuff home, then I'm going to be forced to take it home. And that's fine with me. I love to eat, but my girlfriend doesn't like me gaining weight. So hopefully if you have to-go boxes or something to put some food in, that will help me not get in trouble with her. And feel free to take sandwiches, and the chili was great. And I'll be honest with you, I'm not really a chili fan, but I ate my whole bowl, and that says a lot about the people behind the scenes. So again, appreciate you all for being here. Thank you for celebrating this with me. It's really an effort for the whole Franklin County and everybody else who came out. And appreciate that. And again, I really do enjoy this, and I look forward to working with you all in the future as well. In the meantime, I hope you all have safe travels, and thank you so much.
I don't know how many people got to see the newspaper this morning, but there was a great article, front page for Isiah, and so we were able to get that framed for you today. So I want you to show that and give that as a presentation to you.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Brian.
Thank you. Let's give him another round of applause.
I just want to say to everybody, my wife and I want to thank everybody for this time, this occasion that y'all have for Isiah. I just want to say how proud we are of him and for him being our son, and how easy he makes it being parents. So thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you.